is 2:47 in the afternoon on June 21st, 2021. I've been busy this morning. My son Chris and I had to move both computers onto my desk. I'm gonna bend around and let you see that. The reason for that is I've got to do business and I have to have both of them, and probably a third computer's going over there. Now, why would I do that? Well, part of the reason is that I'm firing up my consulting business again. I'm not doing radio. I like having extra money. I spoke to my wife about it. I took her to lunch, which was her breakfast earlier, and she agrees. I had to go to Walmart, bought a few things that I have to put into the house and out here. For one thing, we had a Play-Doh emergency, and it is truly an emergency. And I needed a short cord, internet cord for the parlor, because when I get done out here, and I've got a couple of hours that I've got to spend doing out here, but when I get done out here, then I'll take my laptop from my bedroom, put it on a little TV tray, and run an extension cord and run an internet cord and fire up the television, and that way I can get programs we want to watch in the parlor off of Amazon and off of Disney Plus and things of that nature. That big television I bought's been a blessing. It really has. My son Chris came by, and his three boys were with him. He helped me in here. And my grandson Samuel had to play with the Magic 8 Ball. You gotta shake it up, and then you gotta ask it a question, and it'll tell you the truth. And he's out here and he's asking questions, and he asked one, is ice cream made from milk? And the Magic 8 Ball said no. I thought that was hilarious, and I said, Sammy, it's a toy. It doesn't have a brain. It can't tell you anything. And then my grandson David found a set of earbuds to his iPhone, and that's another thing. Each one of those boys has $1,000, $1,500 iPhone they carry around that they play games on. They look at stuff on the internet, and it keeps them occupied. They're touch spoiled is the best way to say it. But they're good boys, and I love them with my whole heart. Took Linda to lunch. We went to Boomerang Restaurant, Boomerang Diner. I got breakfast, she got breakfast. And she was unhappy, and I don't blame her. She ordered eggs over medium, and when she got back, eggs over medium is where the whites are cooked all the way through and the yolks are runny. Now, to me, that's over easy. But the problem they have at Boomerang, they don't have a real short order cook working there. They have the recipes on the wall in the kitchen. That's the first problem, is they've got guys that really don't have a lot of experience. Usually the food's good there. The second problem is they get bum rushed every day. They had a ton of people in there. But I explained something to her a lot of people don't know. A real trick to cooking eggs properly is if you're cooking it on a griddle rather, you need a glass, a Pyrex lid with a handle that you can see through, and you need a spray bottle with some water. You lay unless you really know how to cook. I will add that. My friend Monty, he's an excellent cook. I'd even call him a chef, and I really mean that. But that way you can see what's doing. But if you want to cook it so both sides are cooked fast, you spritz a little water, you put the lid over the egg, and you watch it. It'll cook itself. The heat convexes onto the egg, and you got to know what you're looking for. Well, they don't. They burn stuff a lot. They've burnt the sausage. She had to send sausages back yesterday. It's not being stuck up on her part. You have a right when you're spending money to get what you're paying for, especially when it comes to food. Shane, the guy that cooks at Burgerland, where we no longer go, I'll say it's due to the gal that owns it, runs an animal rescue, and she cussed us and was rude to us. They lost some business. They lost some financial help. But Shane is an excellent cook. I would call him a chef too. I would call Monty Jones a chef. These guys know what they're doing, you know. And I miss Monty's Diner. I'll be perfectly blunt about it. If it were still open, I'd be going over there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trip. That just makes it more fun. He put out a good and excellent table. Absolutely. Burgerland turns out some good fare when Shane's cooking. Now, they got another guy working for them that cooks okay, but it just isn't worth going back. I don't want to give her any of my business. And the other thing is we're big tippers. Oklahoma still does not have a minimum wage for restaurant staff, that for wait staff that is worth anything. I give far more than 15% of the cost of the meal, and I'm not bragging when I say that. I've been poor. I guarantee you, I've been to the point with my wife and my children, we worried about where our next meal was coming from. Now, that was decades ago, granted. But now that I don't have that problem, I usually tip a minimum of 25% of the bill, and usually about half of what the meal cost I give in gratuities to the wait staff, especially if they pay attention and they're attentive to what we need. Like today, I had breakfast, had 3 eggs over easy, hash browns, bacon, sausage, and biscuits and gravy. There are small portions on most of it. That's fine. I don't need to be eating a huge meal, but sprinkle some hot sauce on there and I'm good to go. And the little gal, her mother, her name is Katie McDaniel, the waitress that waited on us. Her mother, Deborah McDaniel, is a lovely person, and she was our grandson Ashton's first para. That's assistant for autistic children. She works at a bank now, lovely, sweet family. Well, Katie got gratuities because she earned it. She kept my coffee filled, and then she was giving me a refill and accidentally bumped the coffee pot. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burn it. It didn't burn. My skin is pretty much like leather anyway. My wife's after me all the time to use lotion to make my skin more supple, and sometimes I do, most of the time I don't. Last night was a pretty bad night for me. Today has been wonderful. It really has. I'm still having pain issues, but it's not that bad. Linda started feeling better when I took her to the, come on, computer. When I took her to eat, she started doing better. But, and now this one's going down. Boy, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to do something about both these computers. I've got an editing computer I'm putting over there. I don't want to put the other monster like this one is. It's huge inside. That one's normal. The second one is just an El Cheapo Windows 10 computer. It's a Dell, and it truly is a Dell. There's nothing Hewlett-Packard about the big one. It's custom made. I've got another one under the table over there that was made for me. I've got two of them. And you got to be a bit of a computer geek to use the monster computer there, and I'm not. I have family and friends, even my lawyer, L.D. Oliphant, my personal attorney, tells me I'm lying when I say I'm not technical. Well, compared to him I am, but compared to friends of mine, no, I'm not a computer tech. And that is a problem sometimes. I know enough to get myself into trouble and have to get a hold of my actual computer tech to get me out of trouble. That is the truth of it right there. That is the whole unvarnished truth. I do understand DOS, ProDOS. I understand how to format things, how to program things, how to program different deals. I understand a lot that I learned by years of having to do it. But I'm not a technician, and I have friends who are, thankfully. Boy, I got sidetracked on that, didn't I? Well, Linda and I went to lunch. We came back. We drove to the dam. Jerry's back filling the lower dam. I didn't take a camera. I might later this week or something. I don't know. Nick's off work Thursday and Friday. And while he's here, I'll get Linda and we'll go having to we'll go do some filming. I get sidetracked because these two computers right there are doing strange stuff and making me nuts. Folks, that's pretty much the vlog for today. Sorry about my fat face being right up, but I used to set this camera up on top of my printer. Well, my printer now is up there. And that's not exactly how I wanted to do it, but it is what it is. Now, Mom and John, I hope y'all are doing well. I really do. My brother Michael Paul, I hope you're doing really well. I get some pictures of the boys and Linda and private message them to you so you can keep them. My buddy Chris in Florida, I hope you're doing well. I really do. Monty, I hope you're doing well. I really do. Folks, I've got to get off of here. It's now 3:02 in the afternoon, and I've got a ton of work I got to do before I can go into the house, put on my lounge lizard clothes, take my laptop, set it up, hook everything up, and go ahead and do what I need to do to get Disney Plus and Amazon Prime on the big TV. Love all of you. God bless you. And like the sign says right there, that sign, be kind. Bye.